Hey guys, you're welcome to the channel. If you're looking to level up your music production, get good and steadily better at mixing and mastering, I promise guys, this is your new home. Hop in, shut the door with a like. Midway into the video, you should make yourself comfortable with a comment. And before the video runs out, I bet you'll be closing the curtains and windows with a subscribe. We sure don't want to disturb the neighbors with what we got cooking up in here, you know. Alright guys, let's get to it already. So there's this beat I made, and today while I was mixing the beat, something caught my attention. There's so many things about FL Studio that don't get appreciated enough, especially stock plugins and the little tricks here and there that can go a long way to improve your creativity, your mixing and mastering. And while I was working on this beat, I actually used one of those tools and it just hit me like I have to share this with you guys. So before we get to it, let me play you guys a snippet of the beat so you can actually get in the mode of what we're into. Alright guys, enough already. So first I'll show you guys the individual channels and the buses and what we have going on the mixer before we get to the plugin of the day and what it's actually doing to the instrumental. On the first channel I always have the full mix. So my full mix has everything routed to it. The full mix is what you would call, you know, like the mix bus, the final mix bus before it goes into mastering. And after the full mix, I have the drum bus. This is like all of the drums. On the instrumental bus, we actually have an LA2a compressor, and this is the Y2A. This is from multimedia. It's there just to act like a glue. It's not doing more than 1 dB of compression. We have a parallel drum bus. I'm using the Universal Audio 1176 compressor, the Rev A, and then we have the kick and bass. It has a clipper. We have the percussion bus. We have the kick itself. It has some processing going on, some EQ, some coloring with some saturation, gain staging with the fruity balance. The fruity balance is actually a stock plugin on FL Studio. We have the bass. We have the rim took, congas, hats, shakers. It's mostly just EQing on these channels, and then we come to like the instruments. It's an acoustic. We have an E-piano for the chords, and yeah, we have a lead, and we have, you know, Atmos. Basically, there's the whole thing. So yeah, without further ado, let me just get straight to the plugin that this video is centered about. It's actually a free stock plugin that comes with FL Studio. I'm talking about the Fruity Send. You've probably seen this plugin in your FL Studio and you're wondering like, what does it do? But then this plugin does a lot. It looks so simple, but it can take your creativity and your ideas to another level. I'll show you what it does in a minute, but first let's hear the dry signal without any processing. And it's actually a vocal chop. I don't know where I got it from. Let's just listen to it. So actually when I was mixing, I listened to the vocal chop. I felt that it was very dry. It wasn't really blending well into the rest of the instrumental. It wasn't giving the emotion I wanted out of it. And when you think of emotions, the first thing that really comes to your mind is like maybe reverbs, delays. Yeah, you can always get emotions from EQing and compression, but the things that really get you closer to like the emotional aspect of the music or of sound is really mostly like time-based effects like reverbs and delays. So the first thing I did with the dry signal was actually put an EQ on it, just some low and high pass to cut some high frequencies and cut some low frequencies, and it sounds like this. Yeah, now this was already giving us the emotion. I felt that it needed a reverb, but then just the reverb alone wouldn't be enough. And also I didn't want to use the reverb as a send. I would advise that if you're starting up and you don't really understand how to use time-based effects like reverbs and delay, you should avoid using it on an insert. You want to use it as a send where you can blend it in with the dry signal. And my choice of reverb here was the little plate from Sound Toys. Let's see how it sounds with the little plate from Sound Toys. You see now there's much more emotion into it. But then I felt that with just the little plate, it wasn't giving me all the emotion that I wanted. I needed more sauce into it. But also, I didn't want to add the sauce after the reverb or before the reverb, because if I add it before the reverb, it will also get added into the reverb. And this is where our plugin of the day comes in, the FruitySend. You see, the FruitySend is such a powerful plugin that if you understand what it does and you use it, it just opens up a new world into your creative ideas. We want to send this signal into another channel where we are going to process it and then blend it in with the dry signal. Not so dry, sure, because it already has a reverb on it, but then you get the point. So I created this channel here. It was a delay. I wanted to add a delay to it, but I didn't want to add a delay under the reverb. And I didn't also want to send the signal into the delay with a reverb already on it. And this is where the FruitySend comes in. So what we do is, on this reverb channel, we are going to sidechain our signal. Let me switch off the reverb. We're going to sidechain our signal into the delay. We sidechain. Now when we sidechain, what happens is this delay track now has the capacity to receive signal from this track. But behold, it's not receiving the signal yet. It means it has the ability to recognize what is going on here. And this is where our send comes in. Now, this part is very important. If you can see, we are using the send before the plate reverb. This is because we want the signal being sent here to not be affected by the plate reverb. We want this dry signal to be sent while the plate follows it. And this is also why the chain of your effects is very important. Which comes first, which comes second. That is very important because it determines the sound you're going to get at the end of the day. I hope I'm making sense. Anyways, now that our signal is sidechained into the delay track and our send is before the plate reverb, we can come here, send to, and we send to the delay track. You see what happens? And here's another extra step to it that you wouldn't have if you had just like sent the direct signal here. Now we have the ability to pan it left, completely left, or completely right. Imagine you find yourself in a scenario where you want, let's say, a delay on a signal, or you want a reverb on a signal, but you want the delay to just be on the left or just on the right for creative reasons, obviously. If you do this, like you pan this, yeah, you're sending the signal here, but all of the dry signal itself is panned. You don't want that. And with the send, you have the ability to do that smoothly. But for this track, we are not doing that. This is just so you know what this FruitySend is capable of. And on the delay track, the first thing I did was this little altar boy from Sound Toys. I love this plugin. I love this plugin so much. Let's see how it sounds with just a little altar boy. And what we did with the little altar boy was we changed the format 1 octave down. This is 12 semitones down. We increased the drive a bit. This adds a little bit of distortion to it. Our intention here was to actually add delay to it. So we haven't yet put our delay, but this is just to add source into the delay. We want our delay to be coming with this signal. And the delay we used was the delay lap still from multimedia. We used a half delay and it sounds like this. It's beautiful. And guys, that is the power of the FruitySend. So imagine what you can do with this. Like, just imagine what you can do with this. Like I said, it opens up a new world into your creativity, and you can do so many things and flip so many things and have so many weird sounds that sound beautiful. Yeah, this is it in full context. So yeah guys, I hope you learned something from this video. And like I said, this FruitySend is a stock plugin on FL Studio. I'm showing this particularly on FL Studio because I don't know if maybe Logic does this or Pro Tools or Luna. You should let me know. I only see this in FL Studio, and I think this is something other DAWs should actually copy because this opens up your creativity into another level. If you're facing challenges with your production, your mixing and your mastering, drop a comment. I'll check out the comments. I'll be sure to make a video on whatever challenges you're facing and, you know, hopefully help you out. All right guys, see you in the next video. Take care.